This is the aftermath of reunion, the reality of life ever after, the whiplash of losing your child, the heartache, the heartbreak, the loss. Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I have really put my heart and soul into putting any true effort on my page. The reason for that is because, as we all do, I have times when I have to step away from everything for peace of mind. But the reality as well is the fact that as time goes on, an experience has taken place and you reach this point of stalemate with your relationship with your child or children. The more time that goes on, somehow you start to find an easiness about everything. At some point in time, you grow content with your life and the realities of just going your separate ways for a while. And I guess that's where I'm at now. Reunion is a beautiful thing, and it's a memory that you will never forget. It's almost like the first day that you gave birth to your child. But this time you actually get to take them home. Reunion, I guess, in my opinion, the way I would describe it is it's kind of like watching your child grow up literally all at one time right before your eyes. They go from, in an instant, they go from being a child, a baby, to being a full-fledged adult. And then, before you know it, they're grown up, they got their own families, they're moving on. And for us birth mothers, this literally happens within the blink of an eye, faster than what they would say for a normal upbringing. It literally happens right before our eyes, because in reunion, they instantly go from that child to that adult. And then from adulthood, you fast forward even further to that point of independence that we all get at some point in time in our life. That point of independence where you are no longer wanted or needed. And I am one of those people who like to compare society as a whole after having done my research, been in a lot of groups, come across a lot of people, read a lot of stories. And you learn that it literally happens to anybody and everybody. Whether adopted or not, your child has a high percentage of taking off and going and living their life with or without you. Whether you raised them or not, that's just the facts. Adoption just happens to be part of our story. So to normalize things within my own mind so that I am better equipped to deal with things, it's what I do. Whether you raised your kids or not, when this happens, the pain is still the same. I've read many stories of mothers aching and hurting over the loss and the losses of the absence of their loved ones in their life. Maybe this technique doesn't sit well with everybody, but it works for me. And it helps me to better explain how it works. But no matter how or what technique you use for your own self to be able to cope and get through the times that you get through, at some point in time, you reach that point where you're okay. You're okay with how things are because having peace is better than it's better than arguing. It's better than debating. It's better than being verbally abused. It's better than violence. It's better than destruction. It's better than people playing games. All the things of which can happen from an adoptee, from your own child, to yourself. And at some point, you stop waiting. You decide to stop waiting for their phone calls, their letters, their emails, their contact. You stop making efforts or trying to make any efforts. And you just go forward with your life for the balance that your life offers you. And I think that that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm at a nice calm balance because I'm no longer feeling depressed. I'm no longer crying. And I've been that way for a good long many years. When it comes to my kids, I always try to remember that we are always going to be in two different places mentally. I think about my life and where I was mentally, where I was back in those days at their age, how I thought and felt about my parents, my life experiences, my anger, and all the moods that I carried that went with those things. And I also try to remember how long it took me before I finally grew out of them, which, to be honest with you, wasn't until I reached my 40s. But just to let you guys know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have my moments where I get down and out sometimes. That'll never go away. But it is what it is, you know? We can't change their feelings. We can't change their thoughts. They're going to feel the way that they do and process the things that they do the way they need to do them. We can't erase it even though we wish we could. So no matter where we're at, we're always going to be on different levels. And we just have to, I guess, just deal with it as the way that we can. And we have to look out for ourselves, Basically, what it all comes down to is mental health. You got to take care of yourself. They are going to take care of themselves, and we have to take care of ourselves. And if by chance we're able to meet in the middle at some point in time in our life, then it was meant to be. And if not, it is what it is. But those are the thoughts that I guess I wanted to share with you. Just some thoughts that I had on mind. I know I've been quiet, doing a lot of reposting of, old memories, stuff like that, memes and stuff. But I just wanted to get on here for a second and, for 10 minutes. And just let you guys know that, it's okay. to be okay. Really, it is.